Hey Aussie Gamers, and welcome to episode 50 of the Aussie Gamers Express podcast, the podcast that finally made it to episode 50. I am your host, Luke One, and joining me as usual is my good friend Thorncliffe. How are you, mate?
I am happy.
Happy? No. We are also joined by my other very good friend, Red. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm great, thanks, mate. Good to see the 50 come up.
Yeah, are we allowed to talk about the other number this week?
If you wish.
Happy birthday, Red!
Cheers, lad. Made it all worth the while getting up that morning.
Yeah, of course. What, 18, 21, 48?
I'll say 16 because I don't want to go to jail. No, 29.
29. Oh, he's a little baby.
Yeah, I know. I've got to consider growing up next year. Right, considered, not happening.
Yeah, that's it. You have to get rid of all your PlayStation games and send them over to Sydney.
That's all right. I should have another 45 by the time people stop giving them to me.
Yeah, well, look, I'll give you the address that you need to send it to. It's PO Box 130, Cranebrook, New South Wales 2749. How about that?
Wicked.
Just write Luke 1 on the front. All right, we'll move on to this week's show in preview. Unless, Red, did you have anything special to say? Do you want to have a bit of a speech for your birthday?
Well, you know, I'd like to sit back and think to myself how fortunate I am to not really have anything to say about it right now.
Oh, good stuff. All right. I thought you were about to say something then.
You could actually turn around and say how fantastic it is that Thorncliffe has actually been here for all 50 episodes.
Yeah, I know, it's brilliant, and I look forward to seeing the next milestone in as well. So,
Well, it'll be 51 episodes next week.
Yeah. But might I add that Thorncliffe has been there for all 50 episodes, doing fuck all if you ask me. But anyway, this week's show in preview.
Did two of it.
This week's show in preview, before we go somewhere we don't want to go, a deep dark place like a loot cave. In the news, we've got Rainbow Six has no lives, Xbox drug smuggle once again, Drive Club, or should I say Dead Club. There's some Assassin's Creed Unity details, Mortal Kombat X comics, Advanced Warfare news, Evolve alpha dates, some WoW news, some feminism in gaming, that'll be right up your alley, Red, and GTA 5 pre-order bonuses. After that, we'll go and do What's That Sound, and we'll bring this week's show, episode 50, home for another week. Okay, so, Red, being the kind of birthday boy, well, it's your birth week still. It's also your birth month still as well.
Yeah,
how you
that.
Sorry?
And I'm milking that for all it's worth.
And you should. You learn from the best. I'll let you go first with what you've been playing.
This week, well, this fortnight, if I were to touch on it, but predominantly this week, I have 100% completed Shadow of Mordor in just under 30 hours.
On easy mode.
Yeah, on red mode. Got normal, easy, hard, bitch. First Light, Infamous, the Fetcher's Story, the add-on DLC, however you
thingy, yeah.
Yeah, I sat down from beginning to end in one hit and played that through. I must say, guys, and I know you've played it, Luke, and Thorncliffe, you've installed it. It is brilliant for what it offers you for the price tag of between $18 and $22. What a game!
Very good, isn't it?
Where are these bits of gems. You know, the value for money in it. The story it kept you going. It was like you watch a movie or you watch an episode of TV. Well, this was just like an episode of Infamous, and it almost makes me rethink. Like, I know Resident Evil's coming out in episode form next month, I believe. It's almost worth entertaining the idea of playing games like that every now and again, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because revisiting the Infamous world, and it was beautiful as ever. It was just, absolutely wicked. I really, really loved it. And I've got a few trophies to knock off in the arena mode, which I won't give too much about away because Thorncliffe has to load the game up and find that out for himself.
Mm.
I've
actually, I have finished it except for the missions.
We did. We sat there and we cleared the map together pretty much, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Red, I just cleared the first one. It's like, sick, man. I'm up to my fifth.
So you played it on red mode too, Sean?
Yeah, back to front.
Yeah.
Pass about. Yeah.
I got NBA 2K15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one? You don't have the camera though. Is that the one where you can scan your head?
Yeah, my mate was down today checking it out because he didn't know whether he wanted to buy it. He's going to bring his camera down and we're going to try and really fuck my face up a little bit more than what it already is. So we're going to have a bit of a play with that. To the niche market out there who enjoy either 2K games or basketball games, it is beautiful. It's brilliant. It still has every network problem that 14 and 13 had, so don't expect to play it online as fluently as you'd like to, as we'd expect with the next gen. But I'm willing to overlook that because that's more of my career. You take hold of your own guy and you forge forward in it.
We know how you like taking hold of your own guy.
Yeah, I know, right? We're only talking about the wraparounds. I love it. I think it's absolutely cool. Looks really good.
We're still talking about the game now?
Yeah. It plays very well. It's very fluent. It's got rid of a lot of the glitches that last year's had. But we're still getting over the whole 2K14 and everything like that, being a port pretty much from the PS3. Black Flag, will fall into that category. And
it looks like Unity will as well.
Hey. And I also was fortunate enough to pick up Sleeping Dogs, the definitive edition.
Have you played that yet?
Oh, probably about 4 hours of it, so clearing the map still.
Red mode. Oh my god.
You were going to pose a question there.
Oh, any dogs yet? Have you seen any dogs?
No. Oh, there are so many food stands in that bloody game.
That's where all the sleeping dogs are.
And it's been confirmed, thanks to my brother, that I have The Evil Within to be delivered either tomorrow or the next day.
Next week.
No, it's going to be this week. I've got to play it this week. I'm getting...
Is it purchased online or is he getting it for you?
JB Hi-Fi pre-ordered.
Yeah, you'll get it next week.
And I actually had to chuckle. It's been referred to as gornography.
Gornography.
Yeah.
Not bornography, because that's what it was when I played it.
You might pick it up. I'll send it to that PO box when I'm done and you might install it.
Yeah, I'll play it for free.
And about probably more like an hour, which is only 20 minutes in my life, of Dust, the PS Plus title, which looks like it'd be quite addictive, but with all the AAA titles that are flowing through the doorway here at the moment, I haven't really made time for them.
Yeah, that'll be a definite game to go back to when you're struggling for a game to play.
Well, that's how it should be with the PS Plus. I remember for months and months and months we were being let down because they weren't released on time. It's because we were just craving something new to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my week/fortnight of gaming.
All right, cool. Sean, do you want to go next, or do you want me to?
Yes.
Go
This
ahead.
is the part where I should be saying, I've been really enjoying Drive Club this week.
Yes.
Yeah, that hasn't happened. So, I got First Light. I actually picked it up. They moved the EB Game Store in Penrith down the bottom of the shopping centre, and on their opening day the other day they had 20% off everything. So I picked First Light up for like $18, and that was my anniversary present. And yeah, so I've cleared the map, and I actually jumped on to start playing it again on Tuesday night, I think it was. But then the whole thing comes that one cannot simply play another game whilst friends are online playing Diablo. So
Yes. Have to join in for that.
yeah, so I saw Red on with Jackson, his brother, and I thought, well, yeah, I'll just be one of those people that just jumps straight into their game. And yeah, they were playing through the campaign, and no, it was good because the second that I jumped in, their stats went through the roof, and with the apprentice mode, and yeah, they, how much did you level up? I think Jackson's almost got a level 70 now after 2 sittings.
Yeah, well, he's post 60 as of today.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so...
And almost finished Act 4, so that should lead to a bit more fun.
And yeah, then last night we were doing a few rifts and found the Last of Us rift.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really awesome. The noise of the clickers and all that. They're pretty strong as well, hey? Like the bloaters and that.
And the bloaters are huge,
surprising.
like in stature size compared to our characters. The bloaters are massive.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was really cool just to jump in because it actually wasn't the actual rift. It was
a level.
It was a rift level. And like we'd completed the rift and we just thought, oh, we'll just go down to the next level down and see what else we can clear out kind of thing. And yeah, lucky we did because that's where we found it, right down the bottom.
Yeah.
So, I had the psyched moment at the start of that rift going, oh my god, Luke, get in the rift quick, it's bloaters, and I'm coming. Oh, you fucking beep.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. Before I jumped in and went, at first I was like, oh, and then I went, bullshit. And it was bullshit, but then, strangely enough, we went down that level and there it was.
Like the boy who cried wolf, we get down to the bottom level and you're like, oh my god, it's clickers and bloaters. And I was back in town at that point, trading my shit in, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I was just, and you're like, no, there really is. Yeah. I didn't even trade anything, and I think I actually did I didn't even look at what loot I'd picked up. I just went salvage all and jumped straight back in. Yeah, so
that's the update too.
Did you want to tell us as well, Red, about your unicorns?
My unicorns, yeah. Well, I forgot to mention Diablo and a lot of worms. We've actually consumed a lot of worms over the last few days for a bit of fun. But I come across a hippie-looking, what do we call those little goblins? The loot goblins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Treasure goblin.
Treasure goblins, that's him. And he had like some sunnies on and whatnot, and a Santa hat sort of looking thing. And I'm like,
really?
Oh, is that what they look like?
Yeah, I said, these guys are meant to be running around in pairs. It said running around in pairs. I'm like, damn shenanigans. Anyway, so proceeded to hack the shit out of it. And then a portal opened. I'm like, okay, press X to enter portal. I'm like, why not? Bang, in we go, and met with this colourful land with cupcakes and happy bloody clouds with rainbows coming out of them, and then all of a sudden I start getting rammed by freaking unicorns and teddy bears. I'm like, bring it on. So we had about 20 minutes worth of level, so you could really explore. It was probably half the size of one of the rift size levels, if you know what I mean. So I went around everywhere and hacked them up, and there were Christmas presents that you bashed for loot, and you ate cupcakes instead of health potions. And I was really in my element when I seen cupcakes. I'm like, oh, what's this do? Oh, this gives health. So yeah, they had the different size mobs and the elites and the uniques and whatnot. Other than it was really bright, really visual. And one thing I do want to do, next time I find it, I'm actually going to record it. I thought I recorded it. I just took a screenshot that I posted on Facebook on my personal account. But there's music going in the background, and like back in the day when you used to turn the record around the wrong way and go.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like something's being played backwards.
Oh.
It could be nothing. It could be something. So the next time I get it, I'm going to record it, turn it into audio, and then flip it on its head and see if it actually makes any sense. But I heard these little skips in the audio every now and again. It's like, that's not quite right.
Yeah, so you know what it is? I'm so happy.
Up all night to get lucky.
But yeah, no, so that was really cool. It's like, it's just a rainbow coloured bloody rift door, really. It looked like a portal. So yeah, I jumped, and yeah, it was the first time I was playing with Jackson, and he's going, well, I don't remember this from the PC. Yeah, PC was a master race, peasants.
So is that actually called the Vault, that level, or is the Vault something different?
No, the Vault would be something different because it's not called the Vault. It's Jason will bloody, when he listens to this, he'll bloody correct me. It's something. It emanates bloody laughter and fun.
I think it's called Thorncliffe's Wonderland.
Yeah.
Witsville or something like
My
that.
happy place.
My happy place, Nick. Cupcake.
Yeah. So
that's where you can go and run through crate paper.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the other cool thing that's going on with the Diablo 3 at the moment is that, as we mentioned, the treasure goblins are spawning as doubles. And there's another thing, so you've got your cool treasure goblin with your sunnies and all that kind of stuff, like you said, but there's also the Vault, which is like another kind of level thing. And that's open by portals through treasure goblins as well. So if you kill them, you got a chance to go into the Vault. There's also things called cesspools, which are in the rifts, and also at the end of the rifts now, when you kill the rift boss, there is a chance to open up a portal to a greater rift.
Nice.
So
Good
yeah,
sign.
yeah. So they got that, and a new addition is also legendary gems.
Yes,
that
there
you can
is
pick up through the greater rifts as well. So
Cool,
I
sure.
spent $2 million making gems lately. It's bloody expensive business.
yeah. Okay, yeah, so just touching on, I've started my playthrough for Tomb Raider that I got off you, Luke. Also, Dust and Elysian Tale, I gave it a bit more than 20 minutes. I think it was about an hour and a half or so. Did like the first 2 levels or something, and yeah, it was pretty cool. As I said, it was just one of those turn your brain off kind of thing while you're waiting for something else to play. And I also got Minecraft on my Vita today, so I'm looking forward to putting a bit of time into that. So, and that's about it.
All right, cool.
I want Drive Club, damn it.
Yeah, so does a lot of people. I think the developers want you to have it too.
Yeah.
All right, first up, I guess I'll start with, I played Shadow of Mordor. I managed to, I think I mentioned it last week, or may not have, but anyway, I managed to get through the super rage part. I put a post on the page when I was up to that, and I couldn't get past it. After several struggles and perseverance and the egging on I got from Rusky, I managed to get through it and finish the game, and that is the first ever piece of Lord of the Rings media, whatever you want to call it, that I actually enjoyed. I really enjoyed the story. The gameplay in Shadow of Mordor was really fun, although very hard for me with certain areas. I really enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed that. So I just want people in the same sort of category as myself that don't follow any of the Lord of the Rings lore or any of the stories or the movies or anything like that. Don't be put off by Shadow of Mordor. It's actually a really good game. So that's one game that I finished. I haven't really put any more time into it. I haven't gone, looking for all the collectibles and doing all the side missions or anything like that, because I quickly was swayed over to Alien Isolation. Now, I've done a few streams on that and Let's Plays, which are up on the on the YouTube channel. But is there any questions that you guys want to ask me about Alien Isolation? Because I don't believe you guys have played it.
How many times did you change your undies?
Oh, 6,000 or 7,000 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not a game that will make you jump scare, but it's a game that will kind of make you, well, this is me anyway, it makes me sort of scream and run in the game without anything happening.
But do you curl your toes or do you get tense?
No, I scream.
Oh, do ah!
Yeah, I do. But, like in a normal jump scare kind of game where something will jump out and you go, like it'll make you jump.
Yeah.
This game makes me do that without anything happening on screen. It's just the tension. And I just want to say that the best part of this game, and I've never experienced anything this amazing in any other game, the sound effects are brilliant. Now, I've got a good set of surround sound headphones that I'm using, the Sony PlayStation ones that are the gold ones, whatever they're called. And the sound is what makes this game. You hear exactly, and you feel like you can pinpoint exactly where that alien is when it's in a certain footage radius around you. You can hear, like, imagine what the sound would be if you heard a human crawling through like an air duct, one of those metal vents, and you can hear that around you. And with the headphones on, it really feels, or if you've got a good surround sound system, you can really pinpoint where it is, and it helps you play the game. The sound effects are brilliant, and also you can hear the alien. Sometimes it sounds a little bit like a tiger, and then sometimes it just sounds creepy as all hell. But yeah, it's actually made me freak out several times when it's not even there.
So when you finish a section or reach a checkpoint, is there a feeling of accomplishment or relief?
It's a bit of both. Like the way it is, it's the game is set very old school, and they've taken a lot of things from old school video games. There's no autosave, so you have to get to the save points to save. And if you die, it will take you back to the last time that you saved the game, and you can't just save it wherever you want. There's just these old school telephone style thingies on the wall that you put in a little punch card, and it saves the game. And it's kind of like a gameplay element in itself, the save game, because saving the game takes a few seconds and it doesn't take you out of the actual game.
Oh, it doesn't pause it.
No, well, it does. The moment that it actually saves and gives you the option if you want to overwrite your save game, it pauses.
Oh, yeah,
but
nice.
There's like a few seconds. There's probably about 3 seconds where you got to wait for 3 lights to turn off or turn on or whatever it is.
Yep.
After when you press, like it'll say like press X to save, and there'll be 3 lights. You put the punch card in, and then 3 lights need to light up, and that whole time everything's still real time. And one of my first encounters where it scared the shit out of me, and this is on the first Let's Play video that I made, whereas I got to this section and I punched in, went to save the game. As those lights were turning off, I heard a human scream bloody murder behind me. I thought, fuck, that alien's just taken someone down right behind me. And I'm facing the wall saving the game, right? Anyway, it pops up, do you want to overwrite? I say yes. I turn around and there's like a pylon standard. Think of like a shopping centre where they've got the big poles and they've got advertising them or whatever. It's kind of like that, but it was huge. And all I could see from out behind that pole was the alien's tail just snaking on the ground. And as it moved away, I sort of strafed around the other side and jumped into a locker and hid. And that's about where I spend 90% of my time. And yeah, and there was in the closet.
You have a classic come out of the closet.
Yeah, and there was a dead body on the ground. But yeah, look, as much as like I've heard a lot of criticism for the game because you do spend a lot of time hiding, crouching, and all that sort of stuff. But this isn't a typical game that I'd like. That whole save thing, I completely despised Dead Rising for that whole reason. You have to get back to a safe zone to save the game. But it kind of works in this game. There's a little bit more save points than there were in Dead Rising. But yeah, I think it's brilliant. The graphics are fantastic. The sound is even better. And the actual story and plot line's going quite well. The only thing is I can only play it for like 15 minutes minimum to about an hour maximum before I start to get too tense and I need to turn the fucking thing off so I can go and relax. No, it's really good. There's actually one really bad thing in the game that I can't believe that they fucked up, and it's completely fucked up. Can you think of what it is?
No, I can't personally.
The cutscenes
Aren't skippable.
No, they are skippable. Who would have thought that in 2014, on a PlayStation 4 current gen, that the cutscenes would where you would have problems with 1080p and 60 frames a second? The cutscenes are like 8 frames a second. They're videos.
Really?
They're not in-game cutscenes. They're not
No.
using in-engine. They're like pre-rendered, pre-recorded, and they're probably 15 frames a second. It's rubbish. They look disgusting. Well, the graphics look really nice, but yeah, it's all framey and shit. It's really bad. And I thought it might have just been me, and maybe I hadn't done the update when I first saw the first cutscene. But I was watching a review of it on Good Game, and they showed some of the cutscenes, and they were exactly the same.
Do you reckon that'll be patchable?
Well, I don't know. It's a video.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've tried to save space on the Blu-ray by using lower quality, but I don't know. The cutscenes really let it down. I would like them to remove them. They're that bad. It's just, it's terrible. But everything else about the game is really nice. There's a couple of other modes other than the story mode. Haven't tried them yet, but I will get to those. Any other questions that you wanted to know about Alien before I move on?
Just quickly, Part 1, did you go into it after previous experiences with Aliens games with small to no expectations, and B, did it fully exceed them?
Oh, look, the expectations I had weren't very high because the last time I played an Alien game was on a Commodore 64.
I love the Commodore 64. So they have been exceeded, yes, obviously.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic game. I was a little bit weary about buying it. I actually wasn't going to buy it. I bought it because I found it on sale on the internet, and I just thought, oh, well, for $59, I'll go and pick it up. And
it's subject matter.
Yeah, I do. I'm a really big fan of the original movies, and
Colonial Marines.
I don't know anything about Colonial Marines.
Keep it that way.
And I still have not even played 2 seconds of that game.
Yeah, don't.
And from all the advertising, they sort of spruiked that this game is staying very true to the original, and it feels that way. I think it's really cool.
Ah, good.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it from me.
All right, we've covered Diablo 3. I played a bit of that with you guys. I've been playing Trials Evolution, just playing some of the DLC maps because the first 3 DLCs have already dropped. The Riders of the Rustlands, Empire of the Sky, and Welcome to the Abyss. Welcome to the Abyss is pretty cool because you can do a bit of underwater riding, which is a bit strange, but it works. But yeah, that's just more of the same, I guess. Heart of Darkness. I've been playing that on that's an original PS1 game, but using my PS3 as an emulator. If you didn't know that all PS3s have the ability to play PlayStation 1 games. It's the PS2 games that was removed from the emulation. So yeah, but yeah, I played quite a fair bit of that today. It's actually on two discs, and the amount that I played today, I might have played maybe 3 or 4 hours, and I've gotten up to the second disc already, and I'm a little bit into that. So I'll probably finish it the next day off that I have, next chance that I get to play through it. But that game, I still say that game is well before its time. It is a fantastic game. It's described as a cinematic platformer. I think that's a really good way of describing it. It's like a modernized version of Another World in its gameplay. Also, kind of nearly like its story as well. It's very similar, and it was made in 1998, if I remember correctly. But that's a top game, that one. Bit of raging, bit of what do you call it? Like trial and error. But yeah, that's pretty fun. Have you Red? You watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, if I watched enough to try and get everyone, I just begged them to go and watch your video. Yeah, the shenanigans that you come up with to fill the dead air makes it worth watching regardless of the content, but the content is quite cool. I never actually played it. I've been educated. I call myself a PS fanboy, and I didn't know I could play my PS1 games on my PS3. smack thy fingers. But yeah, no. If I can just encourage people to get along and check it out, it is very much well worth a watch. I sat there and had a good old chuckle.
But even just to, a bit of fun. Like, I talk some shit while I'm playing it, but I guess that's half the fun of doing these Let's Plays. But even if just to check out the game, I didn't know this game existed, and Sean, until we went to the that museum, the video game museum.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
This is the game I'm talking about. It's that one that I was playing. Do you remember I had to sort of climb up the wall and jump and that sort of stuff? Do you remember that one? That's the one. I managed to track down a copy and I bought it. So that's what I've been playing today. And yeah, there's a few videos up there. Check them out on the Aussie Gamers Express YouTube page. But other than that, man, that's about all I've been playing. So I'm happy to move on if you guys are done.
Cool, man.
All right, let's go into news. First of all, Rainbow Six Siege will have no respawns. What do you guys think of that?
Awesome.
I think it's
cool.
I've got a paragraph or two here from the developers that I want to read out. And Red specifically, I want your opinion on what this sounds like. All right, here it goes. However, there's a reason why the no respawn rule is something we've seen fade out of gaming in the past decade. In a traditional FPS setting without respawn, once the player is dead and out of the action, they don't have very much to do. As a player, you want to stay involved, and getting placed on the sidelines with nothing to do is not the ideal experience. The reason we consider one life to be a different concept in this game is that you will be actively involved the whole time. Yes, losing boots on the ground creates a disadvantage in firepower, but the player still contributes to the team by becoming a source of information. They are able to use limited visibility tools like the drone and a security cameras, or survey from a chopper above the operation zone to keep their team informed of the enemy's movements. Red, what does that sound like to you? Obviously, a little bit more technical and involved, but what multiplayer game does that remind you of?
I was going to say Counter-Strike.
Other than that?
I don't know. You put me on the spot. I'm glad you're not doing a rapid-fire quiz.
The Last of Us.
I should have directed it at you, Sean. Yes, that's The Last of Us.
Fucking Rain Man.
You are.
Yeah, because you can go choose your cameras. Yeah. I'm just not used to dying in that, sorry.
When you die... When you play Survivors on The Last of Us multiplayer, it's one life per round, and you get to control a couple of fixed cameras. And when you do that, if you're in a good team environment, you can relay information to your party members saying where the enemy is. Obviously, it is limited. You can't move the cameras around. But that sort of style. And I really, really liked that about The Last of Us. And that's something that they're going to be implementing into Rainbow Six Siege. Now, it doesn't mention and it doesn't discount the fact that it may only be a particular gaming type. You may be able to pick other types where you can respawn, but they're just talking about a particular one here where there will be no respawns. I think that will be my choice for that type of game because I like it when you take out one of the enemies. That means that they're wounded. They're now less powerful. If they're just going to get the guy back in 10 seconds, you feel like, what did I achieve? So I like that. I think it's fantastic. Do you like it, Red?
I really dig the competitive nature of those style games, whether it be Search and Destroy or Defuse on Battlefield and Counter-Strike. I'm really starting to find that I'm starting to enjoy first-person shooters again because of that element. And so, yes, I do like it. But I'm more excited for, what's the other Tom Clancy? The Division.
The Division, yeah.
And I think that might have some... I don't reckon you'll have a respawn straight away and that sort of thing either, hopefully.
No, I think you probably will.
Yeah. Not to take away from your comment. It's just a comment I've been making the last few days because with weeks he's going, oh, what about Rainbow Six? I'm like, shut up.
The Division.
The Division. But yeah, big fan of it, mate. To answer your question, big fan of taking away the runners and gunners and the noobs. Really, you do get a sense of accomplishment as a 4 or a 6-man squad, and it really encourages bringing people together to play the games together.
Yeah, and it makes you want to be a little bit more careful. Think about your tactics. Use your tools.
You're accountable.
That's it. You die, you're out.
Yeah, Red's not going to be there to revive you.
Are you actually playing against other people in this, or can you bot match it as well?
I don't know.
I would suspect on the PC there will be bots, but it's looking to be 100% multiplayer.
Yawn.
That's because you shit at it, Sean.
It just doesn't interest me.
Do video games interest you?
Yes, they do. They've got to have something behind it. You know, Destiny. I think Destiny is shit. I've played it for like 12 hours and I can't see any more point to it. All I'm doing is just running and shooting shit, and it's fucking pointless. Yeah,
but look, you've got to be reasonable as well, Sean. That game just does not meet your type of gaming.
No, it's no story or anything behind it, you know. Like, I was expecting so much more from it. That's the thing, you know. Like, these guys made Halo.
Destiny is the type of game I think you've got to get the most out of Destiny, you need to be in for the long haul. And look, and I'm being quite serious here. That's not the type of gamer you are. You don't spend hundreds of hours on one game. You're the sort of person who likes a little bit of everything, but not a lot of it of one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a bad thing. But when it comes to enjoying games like Destiny, it is a bad thing. It's probably a game that you may have enjoyed for a certain amount of time, but then would fizzle out because, yeah, it is very bland at the moment, and it hasn't opened up. I think it has a lot of work to do. Bungie have got some effort and some shit to pull out of a hat to turn that game around.
And as I said, it's no Halo.
No, definitely not. And what I've said in the past, I think the developers that came across that designed the worlds, the weapons, the gameplay, they all came across. The people that made the story are probably still with Microsoft.
Yeah, no, it's just had so much potential. It just annoys me. I feel let down. But anyway.
All right, well, that's all. Who's got the next news item?
I will go. Warcraft subscription numbers are on the up. So, at the end of June this year, they were sitting at 6.8 million subscribers, and at present they've jumped up to about 7.4 million. So, they're hoping that by the time that this new expansion comes out on November 13, that they'll be up around 7.6 to 8 million subscribers back on the servers. So,
how much is the subscription?
$15
a month.
A month.
That's too much.
That's up 15%. That's a lot.
And it might be rising again. I'm not sure. I know they did put up the subscription prices in the UK, but I'm not 100% sure if that translated to the rest of the world, because I know that I was paying $14.99 US. So $14.99 US with the 7.4 million is $110,926 a month they make from it.
How long did you pay for a subscription for?
A while.
Really?
I think up until Mists, yeah.
Wow. I mean, I just made a mention about how you're the type of person who would play a little bit of everything and wouldn't actually sit with something for very long, but you paid for a subscription to WoW?
Yeah, I've got like level 80 characters. Level 85 characters. Well, that was I never went to level 90 in Mr. Pandaria because it just really didn't get that much of a hold of me. But yeah, I got to level 85 with about 3 different characters in WoW.
Wow.
So on top of your $15 a month, how much do you pay for them characters?
I I put hours and hours into that. I think
Hacker.
you can actually check how long you've played it for, and I think I was up to about 13 days worth of play time on that game.
You lent your account to somebody.
Yeah. I probably was just sitting in orbit like I was on Destiny.
Yeah, you've got one of those drinking birds with the water in the bottom that just fucking
I
presses.
just farmed everything in it, yeah.
You've got the 4 of them, so it just hits W, A, S, and D, so you're constantly moving.
Yeah.
And you don't get logged out.
Is that before you started having a family?
Yes.
That's the difference.
Yeah. So that would have been about 5 years ago that I stopped playing WoW. It was just after I got married, so. Yeah.
Oh, ba-bow.
Big boy pants.
I play more games now than I'm married.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a whole escape your life and get into your own one. That's me.
Well, they say put a jelly bean in the jar for every time you get lucky pre-marriage, and have one. Eat a jelly bean after you have sex each time after being married, and you'll be buried with 3/4 of a jar of jelly beans.
You'd still eat them. You wouldn't stick to the rules.
I know.
Jelly beans are nice. The jelly beans are the type of lolly that if I don't have jelly beans, I don't want jelly beans. But if I eat one, I want every single jelly bean known to man.
I associate them with a chemist. Remember the little packages?
Yes. Yeah. Or the doctor. My doctor used to give me a jelly bean.
Yes. Welcome to the Aussie Jelly Bean Enthusiast podcast.
Well, Sean, you've got level 85 Pandaria characters. Why don't you go make your own podcast? You're way too...
Yeah.
You're too elite for this podcast.
Yeah, quote unquote. Oh, we'll be 51 next week.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. All right. What was the point of that last news item?
That you like jelly beans?
Subscriptions. Subscriptions.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about WoW, weren't we?
Netting $11 million.
I think I missed the point. Was it the subscription prices have gone up, or the amount of
No,
people
the actual amount of people, because the new expansion, the 5th expansion, Lords of Draenor, comes out on the November 13th, so a lot of people are picking their subscriptions up again to get back into it before it
I think
goes.
Red thought it was the other way, didn't you?
No. The subscriptions are up 15% yield, and that yields $11 million a month, I think you said.
All right, well, I'm the only one that was confused then. Fuck it, move on. Red, news.
Yeah, I read the same news. I'm only interested in Blizzard now because I want Diablo Titan.
Diablo Titan.
Okay, Warner Brothers has indicated that a story that will play an important role in the understanding of Mortal Kombat X will be on the medium of comic books. I was going to say graphic novels, but that'd still relate. But they're going to bring out an undetermined amount of comic books to lead up to the new characters in the Mortal Kombat X, explaining a little bit. And the series will launch in January 2015. Now, given your love of your Last of Us comic books and everything, would this be something you could get into, Luke?
Yeah, man. Yep, probably more than the game, actually.
Yeah, probably me too. Don't mind a graphic novel.
Mind you, if it's a long-running series, probably not. But if there's maybe 6 to 12, I'll get them all. But I don't... See, I don't like...
Can't be a long-running series because you'll be there too long going today.
Scorpion.
Scorpion, and
No, it states here it's a prologue. It's going to serve as a prologue, so I'd say it'd probably... What?
Shut up.
Okay.
If Sean makes fun of me, you must allow ample airtime for me to come back.
Proceed.
No, I don't have anything, go.
It states that it's serving as a prologue, so I'd say it'd probably stop pretty close to release. Which is, once again, April 15, 2015. Yay.
Eat a dick, Sean.
That
So going to come up with something good there.
Nah, definitely not.
Give you like
episode 51's looking pretty.
I don't know. You're saying that if you want my comeback, you're going to have to scrape it off your mum's teeth.
Dyslexics are people poo.
Nah, just kidding. She swallowed it all.
Yeah.
David, I got COD news coming up.
George, it's your turn. For the news, not for a...
Not for a comeback.
yeah.
Yes.
Go.
Grand Theft Auto 5 pre-order exclusives have been released. So you'll be getting $1 million in-game cash to spend. So $500,000 in the actual game Grand Theft Auto 5 and $500,000 for online.
Shouldn't this be a post-order? Didn't this game come out in September 17, 2013?
For the PS4 it didn't.
Oh, you're talking about the...
Yeah.
You need to stipulate these things. People aren't readers.
Yeah.
Somebody open the gates. Come on, keep going. Be professional.
Yeah, well, that's right. I can't even talk anymore. If you get it before November 3rd, which is my birthday, you'll receive an additional $300,000 for Grand Theft Auto Online. And yeah, they're also talking about if you spend more than $100 using your Sony Entertainment wallet on the PS Store through to October 28th, you'll also get $15 bonus.
Oh, that's that. Did you just say if you use the PayPal for $80 or whatever, you get the $15?
Yeah,
what you're talking about?
Your Sen wallet, which is I'm guessing it's your Sony Entertainment Network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says on there, I read today that you get a $15 voucher.
Oh,
They use the word voucher.
that must be an in-game voucher though.
The District 9 again.
Oh, District 9.
No, it didn't have anything to do with GTA 5. It was just a Sony...
Yeah, that's what I think it is. Yeah, because it says if you spend more, when you spend more than $100. So if you buy Grand Theft Auto Online or any game on the PlayStation Network, which is brand new, you'll have to spend 5 cents extra because they're usually $99.95, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know what this voucher is. It just sounds a bit sus. Like, are you going to get a $15 voucher for Hog's Breath or
Taco Bell?
Hog's breath? You mean your mum's breath?
You idiot. Save it for the COD news. Right, I've got it up here on the iPad because my computer that's sitting right in front of me is too hard. So stand by. Where is it? Yeah, get a $15 voucher for every $80 top up via PayPal. So it is $80, not $100.
Oh, okay. It must be I must be looking at an American thing.
Probably. No, this is on ours though. Yeah, get a $15 voucher.
Voucher.
I don't know how to get further information on that from the store. There might be a terms and conditions section or whatever, but I dare say it's probably going to be maybe a code to put in against the next game that you buy or something like that.
Yeah, it'd be stipulations.
Yeah. Although, the Evil Within is just the... Oh no, that's the PS3 version. It's $79.95. Disregard. Alright, move on to next news.
Yes.
Alright, 4 men were arrested for smuggling drugs in Xbox 360s and the original Xbox. This has happened before, hasn't it?
In their X's box.
Red. Come on, Red. Don't make me do your job for you. Anyway, authorities have cottoned onto a devilish plan and have followed the package which was being posted back to a Pennsylvania. Actually, it wasn't being posted. They carried it through the airport. They took it back to this house in Pennsylvania, and the cops followed them and busted them. And there was they looked into the house and they found all the shells of Xbox 360s and the original Xboxes. But they were some of the sources say that they were going to use Xbox Ones, but they thought that'd be too obvious.
But finally, a proactive use for an Xbox One.
Be too obvious because nobody would actually buy one, surely.
The drugs were probably cheaper than the actual Xbox.
Without the Kinect.
But yeah, look, I don't know. They're still trying. I don't know what it is with the Xbox. Maybe there's more of them around, like 360s.
And they're easier to open as well.
Well, the Xbox One is bigger than the PS4, so you could probably fit more shit in it, and so is the Xbox. Actually, that's probably what it is. Just the size.
Just wait for PO Box 130. We'll test that theory.
Don't send me drugs. All pipe bombs. Yeah, anyway, that's these morons. I was going to read out their names, but I've decided not to.
Yeah.
For certain reasons.
Because they haven't been found guilty yet.
Oh, no, I don't give a shit about that.
Aaron Button, Zach Weeks.
Zach Weeks, yeah. No, they're just way too hard to pronounce. All right, Red.
Unity, 900p, 30 frames a second. Now. What? Yeah,
it's techno parody.
And it seems as though it was for parody, but just leading on to the second lot of news that I found on Assassin's Creed, they've had to eat their words. Because that is incorrect. They do not simply choose to lower a game's resolution. Why would they? And they've come out and said that they've used the wrong words in saying that it was for parody and to stay out of the argument. So one news article with the 900p was from the 7th to the 10th, and this news article is from, dang it, 13th of October, so a couple of days ago.
You know what we need? We need this guy who said that originally to come out now and do a hashtag get over it.
Hashtag parody. But yeah, so it wasn't a decision. It seems like it's more of a necessity. And they said, to put a positive spin on it, it gives a more cinematic feel.
How?
They didn't emphasize on that, but...
Yeah, a 1930s cinematic feel. Where they had a fucking rat running around in a circle spinning the wheel with the film going on it.
But what do you reckon? If it doesn't degrade from the quality of the game, or does it instantly degrade from the quality of the game without the frames and the resolution?
Well, I thought Watch Dogs was a good game, but
yes.
I picked that it was 30 and 900.
Really quickly too, actually. I'll give you that much.
Well, I don't know. It's just that I do a lot of multimedia work, so I muck around with videos, and editing software and things like that. I pick up on things like this really easy, and I play my console games on a 60-inch TV. Now, 60 inches and above is a good weekend. Is where the resolution starts to take hold and is quite important. If you're playing it on a 24-inch monitor or a 32 or a 42-inch TV,
it's still a pretty good weekend.
You're not really going to be noticing too much, but as soon as you sort of started jumping up into these big tellies, that's where your 1080p starts to really shine. And when you got 900p, 720 or whatever, it's noticeable. It's not game breaking. Don't get me wrong. There are fantastic games out there that don't need to be 1080p to be just as fantastic. Because if you look at games like GTA 5, that wasn't 1080p and 60 frames, but that's a brilliant game. So it doesn't have to be, but it's nice. Like when you play games like The Last of Us Remastered, where they upped it to 60 frames and your 1080p, it added something to the game. I think it played really nice. I liked the camera swing in 60 frames. It's good. But it doesn't break it. It's not a broken game because of it.
Well, Mordor was 30 frames, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And that still moved quite fluently.
Well, it was an obvious 30 frames to me, but like another thing as well. Did I mention that when I was talking about Mordor before?
No.
It didn't even occur to me when I was thinking about how I enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
Did I notice it when I played it immediately? Yes, but didn't bother me. Doesn't break a game.
No.
But the point is, though, if it was for parity, that's where it starts getting shit.
Yeah, well, we paid this money for this console. Why don't we get these specs?
That's right. But whatever. Who knows who's telling the truth now?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, they've gone back on it. That's all Assassin's Creed news for now.
Okay, Sean, what have you got?
I've just closed my window. Shit.
No rush, mate. In your own time.
In my own time. All right.
Want to go make a coffee or anything?
Ms. Anita Sarkeesian, the creator of
Hard names to say.
Yes, Tropes vs. Women in Video Games series has been threatened. She was going to go and do a speech called Common Hour at the Utah State University, and now there's been some big threats going around at this about like feminism in gaming and women trying to be forced out of the industry, and like lots of things have been happening on a site called 8chan. So there was things that happened on 4chan and where they were threatening these women and all this kind of stuff, and people actually got banned from 4chan and started on this new site called 8chan and started harassing the women all over again and threatening them and all this kind of stuff. And she's gone to do a speech at the what's called Utah University, and they've got an email there saying if you do not cancel her talk, a Montreal massacre style attack will be carried out against the attendees as well as students and staff at the nearby women's centre. I have at my disposal a semi-automatic rifle, multiple pistols, and a collection of pipe bombs. You will never find me, but you may all soon know my name. So it claims to be a student at the school and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, this is all over somebody wanting to come and talk about feminism in gaming. So,
Red.
What?
Was it you?
Yes.
Stop it. You've all those pipe bombs you've been collecting from my PO box, haven't you? That's a bit extreme.
Yeah. So there's been a few different women that have been targeted by this, and they've got a hashtag on this 8chan site and through Twitter and that they're called Gamergate.
Oh, I saw that about Gamergate.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was though.
Yeah, so it's a lot of threats and harassment and all that kind of stuff. There was actually a woman that I watched an interview with today. Her name's Brianna Wu, and she's actually had to leave her house because of threats that have been made against her and that. So she was actually on this 8chan site because she'd heard a few things about her name being brought up about speaking out against this stuff and that, and she jumped on the message board, and then all of a sudden these things start coming up. Oops, did I mean to do this? And posted her phone number, posted her address, and just started looking into like all of her past work, her sex life, what her husband does, and like just really threatening these people. So
that is disgusting.
Yeah.
If you consider yourself a gamer, and a lot of these people that are like this, unfortunately, they probably do think that they are hardcore gamers. But if you think that you're a gamer and you have intentionally made anybody else who wants to play a game feel uncomfortable and like they don't want to play that game anymore, you're a piece of rubbish. You are garbage and you are not a gamer. And I would say that 99.9% of the gaming community would want you out. You don't deserve to be playing these games that we all play to have fun if you want to make anybody's time less than enjoyable. Sorry, Sean, go.
They're actually women that actually work in the industry as well.
Yeah.
So they're actually like developers and stuff like that are they're speaking out a bit against misogyny and all that kind of stuff in the actual gaming industry, and with regards to like gaming journalism and all that kind of stuff as well. But you know what? Like there was things on here where there is to the point where you can just ignore these kind of things and stuff like that. But when it comes down to it, where these threats are getting made and that, there was times where they were making up memes about these women and posting them online, and then the woman one of her friends made up a meme which was bagging out the guys that were bagging her out and threatening her, and she thought it was funny, so she tweeted it out, and so she's like baiting back at them, saying, oh, well, you know, this and this, and then like more threats come in. So it needs to get to the point where you just go, well, what do you do? Like, you just ignore what's happening, because in the end they are keyboard warriors. It's not like, you know what, the threats are real and you've always got to take a threat as real, but to the point they're just pieces of shit sitting behind a keyboard. And in the end, for them to be doing this and all that kind of stuff, to get kicked off 4chan is something that is pretty bad, and what they're doing must be pretty bad. You know, like the only thing that 4chan doesn't allow is like child pornography.
Is it
anything else on 4chan, you can put whatever you want up there. Like the whole thing with 4chan is you can't unsee, you know? Like,
can I ask a question?
Yes.
What's 4chan?
4chan is it's like a forum, message boards, all different message boards, and like a Reddit, I guess.
Right. Is it 4chan.org?
Yes.
I'm at that now. Looks crap.
It does look crap, but once you
Way
get inside
too
it,
much
there's
text.
A collaboration of people's opinions.
Yes, basically 4chan is a Web 1.0 site, if you'd call it like that. It's very,
Wow, I just clicked on to go into the video game section, and it's brought up a disclaimer. The content of this website is for mature audience, blah, blah, blah. If you are a minor, it's illegal for you to access mature images. This website is presented to you as is, with no warranty express or implied. By clicking I agree, you agree not to hold 4chan responsible for any damages from your use of the website. Well, and you've got to comply with the terms of use. But yeah, that's Oh, and then I've gone in and there's a picture of a stack of cookies. Yum!
Yes.
Oh, that's a profile picture.
The bacon and egg cookies.
Is that what they are?
I think so.
It does what they look like then. Nah, they're marshmallows. They're like toasted marshmallows.
Ah. Yeah.
I usually like websites
Anonymous
where you have to
was,
agree with stuff.
where, well, the group Anonymous was started through 4chan. So.
Yeah, right.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Well, that's where everything that you post on 4chan is you post it anonymously.
Oh, really?
Oh, duh.
I'm so going to post my wang later.
Yeah.
I'll put my little Halo figurine on top of it so I can put it on the gamings. I'm not going to do that.
Put your wang on top of this thing so we can still see it.
Oh.
And in COD news. In COD news, those who buy a digital copy of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on the last gen console can upgrade to the new gen version for free. Yes, free, people. The upgrade obviously only applies to the same console family, Xbox 360 to the Xbone, PS3 to PS4. And
Isn't that like Destiny?
What?
Yeah.
Because you could do that with Destiny. If I bought it on PS3, I'd automatically get it as a free download for PS4.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But it's the same as Destiny. It only applies to the digital copy. You can't go out and buy a physical copy and then get the free upgrade.
Oh, yeah, well, because
you've got to buy it digitally.
Yeah.
So I can't just go out and buy Destiny on PS3 on a disc, bring it home, and then download the PS4 version.
No,
That's
because
correct.
then you could bring a copy around my place and then I'll do it, and then you can give it to Red, give it to Jason, we can give it to your aunties, your uncles, your midget stepsisters, whatever. But they did that to stop people from doing anything like that, so you have to get the digital version.
But Call of Duty, I put the PS3 disc into my PS4 to play Call of Duty.
Yes, but you paid for that.
Paid $15.
Yeah, you paid for that.
Yeah, but wouldn't you just do it the same way, though?
No, it's stating here. Look, I understand your argument, and I really agree with it, but this is stating digital only.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good that it's free and you can upgrade it. It'd be good to do if you wanted to buy the digital copy and you had friends on both consoles.
Well, I can get it for my son, you see, and then I'd get it for free. I'll just use his piggy bank to get Advanced Warfare. Then technically I can hold my word and not buy it. He bought it, and I'll just get it for free.
Yeah.
100 gig later.
Yeah.
And just a side note on COD.
Tasmania's internet goes down because Red's downloading COD.
They've come out and said, this is news, we've never heard this news before. There will be no quick scoping in Advanced Warfare.
Only slow scoping.
Because I hate quick scoping, and people think it's talented. Well, I don't understand what's talented by using an aim assist.
Oh, this has been just tweeted now by Sledgehammer. When you press the left trigger while sniping, the sniper rifle will come up whilst Wrecking Ball plays by Miley Cyrus.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
And the song only finishes if you get a headshot.
Fuck the snipers. I'm with you on that one.
Make it hard. Make it hard.
Yeah, so no quick scoping and free digital upgrade if you buy digital to start off with.
Fantastic. I told you you'd get it, Red. All right, my last piece of news is Drive Club still doesn't work properly. That's it. Fuck it. I'm over it. I don't want it anymore. I don't want it for free. Give me something else that works. Fuck, for Christ's sake, re-release Trine 2 with servers. I don't care. Give me something else. But Drive Club has shit me now.
You know what, though? Maybe they should have spent all the money that they did making a weather feature and put it into making a fucking server.
Maybe. But anyway, after what I would call one of the worst launches in modern video game history, sort of up there with Battlefield 4, I'm sure you might agree with.
And Murdered Soul Suspect.
No, there's nothing wrong with their launch, just the game wasn't very good. Didn't need servers, luckily for them. But anyway, Evolution Studios have announced that the servers will be receiving another update very soon, if not already. I don't know, because I don't have the game, because it doesn't fucking work. This should aid connectivity for players, but is likely, get this is the great kicker. We're going to fix it, but we're going to fuck it first. This should aid connectivity for players, but it's likely to initially render the game unplayable by booting players off the servers.
Wow.
How good's that?
No one, if you didn't have it pre-ordered and went and got it day one, no one has any confidence in going and buying this game, true?
No, absolutely. No way.
There will not be a Drive Club the second.
Up until this this update that they're doing now, not even all of the game's features are available.
No, that's correct.
Like, and there's still no word on the Plus version.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's massive.
It's not worth the 10 gig it's going to be.
Massive disgrace. I watched this week's episode of Good Game. I record it, and I was watching it earlier on this afternoon, and they interviewed, what was his name?
Oh, the dude that we spoke to.
Simon... What was his name? I can't even remember.
Hang on.
Barlow. Simon
Barlow.
They interviewed
last week.
They interviewed Simon Barlow, and he was talking about his first love in gaming. Thinking, fuck your first love. How about your current one? How about you go and fix it? Get off Good Game, get away from your interviews, and go and fix your fucking game. But anyway, it was annoying. He seems like such a nice guy, too.
So Hitler.
Did you?
Did you just refer to? Oh.
It was for Rusty.
Oh dear. I've just got weeks in my ear now.
Yep.
Yeah, he did refer to him as like him, but yeah. No, Simon Barlow, I'm sure you, in comparison to Hitler, you're a fantastic guy. But
Oh, yeah, it wasn't drawing any comparisons.
however, your game, on the other hand, is kind of like the Hindenburg.
Hey.
Except at least some people had a go at that.
It is. It's got similarities. It's always crashing.
The Hindenburg only crashed once. This thing's continually fucked. All right, let's move on. Has anyone got else? Any?
It's Malaysian Airlines.
What?
They're continually crashing.
Good for them. Why is that good for them? Sean, have you got more news?
No.
No.
I was told only 3.
Yeah, I've lost count. Red, you've got 4 or something, don't you?
Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
Evolve Alpha opens on Xbox One on October 31, then PlayStation 4 and Windows PC, obviously, on November 1, so the next day.
Not Windows Phone.
And it closes on all platforms on the 3rd, so Microsoft saved a
That
little bit of
shits
money.
me because that's stock take weekend at work. It's going to be at work all day Saturday and Sunday when the friggin' Alpha's on.
What type of stock do you get to take?
Oh, not much. I've got to count it.
Whatever fits in the
Well, I don't.
pocket.
Yeah.
Where cargo's that day? I've got stock take completely mixed up, haven't I? That's stealing.
Yeah.
Whatever. How do you get into the beta or alpha?
You can register your interest by visiting the official site and entering one of the following codes, and there's 15-digit codes here that I'll post up. I'll set a post to drop on.
That's right. I think I've already done that, haven't I?
But those who pre-order the game by October 21 will be guaranteed alpha access.
$10 for Alpha access.
Yeah,
Eh?
$10 for alpha access. It's not much of a gamble, considering you can go back and get your money back. Not that we condone that, nor condemn it.
Or
But-
change it to the next one that guarantees you Alpha access.
I'm still waiting for Doom beta.
Oh,
But-
yes.
but yeah,
You're still waiting for Tyrone's story in Watch Dogs.
No, that's out now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Is his name Tyrone?
Yeah, T-Bone, Tyrone.
T-Bone.
T-Bone. Tyrone.
That's a brown man's name.
Tyrone's that guy from Pokemon Black. I know that's
You
that's
got to catch the ball.
That's
You got to catch the ball.
Why do we always end up in that area? God, you guys, we make edit. I think that was my fault, but we make editing so hard for me, and I don't have any time to do the editing this week, so this show's going to be fucked.
Awesome. So yeah, I'll just wrap that up quickly. So
Please.
yeah, November 1 for the PS4, October 31 Xbox One. Go get your pre-order, get you some guaranteed access. Let us know what it's like.
Done.
Done.
All right.
Lots of people in America saving money on candy as well because that's Halloween. All the kids will be home playing Evolve and not trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Yeah, too.
Cool story.
Yeah.
Add dragons next time. All right, let's move on to What's That Sound?
I think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody, look what's going down.
All right. Now, this week, I'm not giving any clues away because I'm my own worst enemy when it goes to giving Sean all the fucking hints that he needs. Because contrary to the type of intelligence that I believe Sean obtains, he's actually quite smart. And I underestimate him. So this week, you're not getting any clues whatsoever, except for that it's a video game. But that's a given, all right? I'll give you that every week. Now, sorry, what?
Just hang up on him. Kick him out of the call. Sorry to interrupt.
I have often thought of doing that. All right. First of all, before we go into this week's What's That Sound, last week's What's That Sound was, Sean, do you remember?
Metal Gear Solid 2.
It was Metal Gear Solid 2. He says something about Shellashaska. Yeah, it was an NPC, just one of the foot soldiers, and Sean recognised it. Very good. Nobody else did, though. So far, nobody else has put their hand up to tell us what game that was. So, Sean, you're the only one. Well done. This week, however, no clues. Have a listen. In a minute, as soon as I change my sound settings. Just, can someone sing a song while I'm doing that?
I'm so happy, you feel like a house without a roof.
That'll do.
I can't stop chafing. Oh.
All right, shut up, listen.
All
No clues, no hints, no nothing. Go.
Bubble trouble.
What?
Bubble, or bubble trouble, whatever it's called. No, next.
Kirby's.
Kirby's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it?
No.
Oh.
I'm not happy because you got it right. I'm happy because for some reason I thought you'd say Kirby, because it does sound like a Kirby, but it's not.
Conkers.
No, it's not Conkers. What's Conkers?
Conkers
Bad
bad
Fur.
photo.
Doesn't sound anything like that.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to think back. Right. Dun, 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 dun.
You want to hear it again?
Yeah.
With pleasure. Have a listen.
It's got to be a Mario.
Nah.
Has it got to be a Mario?
You're
It does,
jumping
because
down
that's like that's where you hit the thing and it was not like a mushroom or a flower or something comes up out of the top of the box and then he jumps up and grabs it. It's like da-da-da-da-da-da. No?
What?
That's what it sounds like.
It's whatever. You're wrong.
Is it Nintendo?
I'm not giving you any clues this You underestimate my intelligence. No? Nothing?
No.
It
Can we
sounds
just-
like, it sounds like a Mario to me.
Let's just sit here for a bit.
Have you done anything to
To what?
the sound?
Oh, no. I cut out bits before and bits after, but no.
Okay. Can you play the unedited version of it?
No, I don't have it.
No, I don't know then. No, it sounds Nintendo-y. It's sounds like you're jumping up and hitting something with your head and something's coming out of. You know how you hit the boxes in Mario
Yeah.
with your fist and the thing comes out the top? That's what it sounds like to me. And then you jump up and
Doesn't sound like that at all to me.
no,
No. But then again, I know what the answer is.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, if anybody else... How chuffed do I sound? I'm so pleased with myself.
Boy.
What was that?
Is it Wonder Boy?
Oh, I thought you said good boy. Like, don't fucking patronise me, you arsehole.
Copy that.
Wonder boy, what is the secret of your powers? It is not correct. Which is why I'm still singing and happy, because nobody got it. Rusky will get it. All right, well, if you think you know, and I'm speaking to you, listener, then please feel free to head over to our Facebook page, Aussie Gamers Express on Facebook, and send us a message, a private message telling us, hello, Luke 1. You are so fantastic. You did so well with this week's sound. I almost didn't get it, but you did not fool me. The answer for this week is... And if you're correct, I'll send you a game. We've got plenty of games still. And that'll be it. That's it. That's all there is for the show too.
That easy.
Yeah, that's it. Easy, easy, easy. And next week I'm going to make it hard again because I want to go a couple of weeks where I win. But anyway, we're finished for this week, so why not take this opportunity to head over to our Facebook page and give the Aussie Gamers Express page a like. Just type in Facebook blah blah, that's not what you type in. Type in Aussie Gamers Express into Facebook and like our page because that'd be really cool. And while you're at it, you can subscribe to our podcast, one you're listening to right now, through either iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and several other podcast apps that you might be able to get your hands on. You can also follow us on Twitter. Search for Aussie Gamers 12. Come and watch our Twitch streams. I've been streaming a fair bit of Isolation, Alien Isolation through there. And follow us at Aussie Gamers TV at twitch.tv. And you can send us some snail mail at PO Box 130 Cranebrook, New South Wales 2749. Any final words, boys and girls?
Also, go and check the blog out.
Oh, yeah. I've got to add that to the outro, hey?
Yeah, Aussie Gamers Sex Press. blogspot.com.au.
Aussie Gamers Express.
Oh,
But
okay.
you could have
Aussie
Aussie
Gamers Sex Press.
It's me in a nutshell.
Sex Press is the big red button.
Oh, look at me. I'm in a nut.
Yeah, no, what is it? Aussie. I don't know.
Aussie Gamers Express.blogspot.com.au.
Tops. Yeah, go there, read our stuff. It's good because Sean will, he's putting up a blog post next week about the Atari
Yes.
and his first impressions.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just making fun of the fact that he's just done his review for Stick of Truth. But
I've
you
had it
use,
for a while. I just
use
haven't
that
been.
for your
Yeah,
assignment.
I had it for an assignment. We
Yeah.
wait for it to get marked and stuff. So
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Any other final words?
no.
Red?
Nah, man, I'm good.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. I've been Luke 1.
I'll be Torcliffe.
I've been red.
See ya.